A church on the northeast side of Fort Wayne is rising from the ashes after fire destroyed its sanctuary this past New Year's Eve.
And demolition began this morning, but with the destruction behind them, the fire continues to refine hearts. News Channel 15's Adam Widener has the story of Taylor Chapel on Maysville Road.
It makes you realize how significant what we do together truly is in terms of making a positive impact upon the world.
It's a sacred place.
All burnt, not salvageable.
Where lives were transformed.
They've all had to let go of a lot in terms of what that place meant.
But as Pastor Steve Connor explains,
I would preach from here, usually on the floor, up on the chancel.
It's only a building, not the church.
But the church is not a building, it really is a people. We have focused more on the idea it's about community and connecting and relationships than it is about a space called a church building.
The sanctuary looks just like it did right after the fire. There are still signs of Christmas, like this charred wreath.
The nativity scene was up here on the chancel. It was a paper mache. It survived somehow. It was all charred, very dramatic. In fact, that round window was very important. It was a stained glass round window. It was very symbolic to the church that was lost. It was built in 1964, 50 years ago.
The congregation has since been meeting in parts of the building not affected by the fire. An accidental electrical malfunction started it in the back of the sanctuary.
This is where Zach Waters sat every week. People had their seats.
No one was seriously hurt, but it destroyed the place where lives were changed.
My mother and I were baptized here when I was 5 years old, and I've been attending here ever since. My wife and I were married here. My niece and nephew were baptized here.
But the New Year's Eve fire is igniting a new story for the church.
We are beginning to move forward.
Demolition crews are tearing off the roof today. After a couple weeks, the sanctuary will be torn down. Leaders are currently designing a new one, which they hope to break ground on sometime next year. Without forgetting the lessons learned from the times of trial.
We developed a new vision, which is to reach the next generation for Jesus Christ. And that banner will be held over every decision we make in terms of the sanctuary and in terms of what we design and how we design it and how we stay focused on what we're called to be and called to do.
With photojournalist Ross Kinsey.
Good things do come out of situations like this.
Adam Widener, News Channel 15.